tagged in, but I was like, I'm not sure if I want to have Luigi clips associated with my brand. So, regardless of that, folks, it is time to get going. A Palutena has swept in from the Emerald Isle to try to take down the old kings of Ireland, taking on the Pharaoh. Welcome to Grand Finals here at DNA.EXE. It's holopup versus Pharaoh. Pharaoh's going to have to win 6 games. holopup only needs 3. Step into the octagon for game number 1. The Smash where we go.
And whether it is Danu or Ra, Irish or Egyptian mythology that you're looking for here, one thing is for certain. This matchup sucks. Palutena beats Yoshi pretty solidly. It's not like super terrible, but the thing is, to put it in perspective for you, this matchup was terrible in Smash 4. Palutena was cheeks in that game. She was not good, to say the least, but her back air was able to wall a character like Yoshi out effortlessly, probably because in that game, the invincibility was not just the shield and covered the entire top half of her body, rather than just the shield itself. But in this game, all the buffs they gave Palu, all the buffs they gave Yoshi, makes it so it's pretty much that same ordeal, man. Palutena, with a lot of her insanely strong, powerful hitboxes and invincible ones and catching landing options like Explosive Flame, as well as mobility options, man. This character, with back air, with dash attack, these invincible options, they're just amazing at dealing with Yoshi, to say the least. You know, Yoshi is so good at, like, whipping out, like, these nairs, you know, these quick options that so many characters can't deal with. But Palutena has options that quite literally and metaphorically stuff those options out. And then the best part about it is that that's just up close. You know, at the end of the day, if Palutena, you know, just wants to tack on that damage against Yoshi from afar as Pharaoh catches that, that get-up attack, you want to tack on a little bit of that damage, keep Yoshi at bay? Guess what? Palutena is also his owner. She's got that neutral B to keep Yoshi away, as well as the Explosive Flame to catch landing options, as well as just sort of stuff him out on the way back up for recoveries as well. So Palutena, long-term TLDR of what I was just saying, as this up air does in fact take the stock. Gorgeous sequence on the part of holopupping 2 Explosive Flames to ladder him up to the top with an up air. Long story short, TLDR, Palutena has pretty much everything necessary to beat Yoshi as a character. The question is, will Pharaoh be able to outplay holopup enough to negate the bad matchup?
Yeah, and that's kind of the question, isn't it? I mean, Pharaoh right now, he knows that he's in a disadvantage, just in terms of the matchup chart. But that's kind of been Pharaoh's thing, is defying those expectations. And he's been doing that to pretty decent effect. He's won these. He's won DNA before. I believe he's won Fusion as well. But it's Pharaoh is not one to be taken lightly in the slightest. And now, as Pharaoh looking to find his way out of the loser's side at the very least, they're not going to do it when you're getting up like that. Well read by holopup, knowing just how many options that up smash covers is a little ridiculous. It can catch at ledge at a high enough percentage, as you alluded to earlier on in the broadcast, Tunist. It can catch you. It can catch your jump. Obviously, if you're getting up in neutral, you're standing just right in the base of it, and you're getting beamed up, whether you like it or not. But yeah, that get up was well read, well timed out by holopup, and that's it's going to be game number 1. As quick as it came, it left, and that's holopup taking the early lead in the set.
Mm-hmm. There you go, man. That's Palutena too. This ain't the first time I've seen this matchup in Grand Finals at the DNA.EXE before, and I am certain it shan't be the last, with how common of a character Palutena is, and with how amazing of a Yoshi player that Pharaoh is as well. And now we got holopup out here showing him what he can do from across the pond. We are at Town and City. This does not surprise me, to say the least. I'm not sure how much it's really going to matter, because the thing with this stage is that it's just so, I say it every time that we see it, it's so polarizing in the sense that its blast zones are such a mixed bag. It has the highest vertical ceiling of any legal stage, and it has some of the lowest horizontal blast zones of any legal stage as well. Palutena, that means she's going to be killing up off the top at like slightly later percents, but the knockback growth of that up air is something else, to say the least, so I'm not sure how much it's going to matter there. So here, I'm starting to think that with these wall-out back airs, all that's going to really happen here is that holopup in terms of the blast zones, might be able to kill Pharaoh easier here because, you know, Pharaoh, no stranger to killing off the top with up smash and with up tilt to up air as well, and now he's going to be doing that way later as well, and not even always have platforms to be able to do it and continue those up moves onslaughts on, I suppose, because the up smash, you know, not always any platforms for him to be able to catch those landings or for the up smash to go through. So to be honest, I'm not really sure why Pharaoh decided to go to this stage, but I know why he decided to down B, because my man holopup was holding on to them shield buttons just a little too long, and now all of a sudden this game is even.
Yeah, it seems like when you're picking a stage this big that just turns into an Omega, you know, for half the time, it seems like you're ceding a good bit of stage control, doesn't it? Like, that's not really the sort of halfway to success that I might have been expecting for Pharaoh. But then again, you're doing decently enough. You got that shield break, but you gotta expect, you can't really expect to get that every single stock, you know what I mean? Especially not off of the down B. That's the sort of mistake that you make once, and you get one stock out of that, and Pharaoh, to his credit, does so. I'm not really sure how you're getting these other stocks, though. That's kind of the deal. And getting points on the board, especially against a Palutena, knows exactly what their win condition is. You get those grabs at ledge, you throw them off, and yeah, sometimes you got to connect on a side B. What else can he do but prove you right?
Dude, I swear to God, he just knows that Palutenas don't go for the options that he's going for anymore, and that's how he knows they're going to work. Because, like, Pharaoh's just not expecting them half the time as well, man. This guy is utilizing Explosive Flame better than almost any Palutena I have ever seen, or have seen in a while, I should say. That's a better way of putting it. Back air to shield break right there. Beautiful stuff. Yeah. Just getting that invulnerability out. Whether he hits it or not, it's an invincible option to put yourself back down on the ground, or at the very least an invincible hitbox just on the shield. And speaking of invincible hitboxes, there's another back air in neutral to get that 60% dash attack. My God, dude, let the man breathe. And that chase with the up air was beautiful too. He was moving with the drifts, dude. Did you see that?
There's no breathing in the midst of an explosive flame. Like, you're inhaling nothing but noxious gases or whatever the nature of that flame is. There is absolutely no time for you to establish your offense. You don't get to do anything except get hit and get sent upward. There's just, it's oppressive stuff, what we're seeing from holopup. And placing those explosive flames, at the very least, you're dictating Pharaoh's movement and making life that much harder for a character that has limited options off the jump. Like, yeah, maybe you can armor it, but after that, what are you going to do? Air dodge? Like, have fun with that. I'm just going to catch your landing, and it's probably going to be with a side B. But I can do that from wherever, and that shield still falling as heavy as ever upon the head of whoever crosses the path of the green-haired goddess Palutena. Game number 2 going to holopup. You know, the way that we were seeing in Tunis, like, it really does kind of remind you of, you know, how people like Jen were landing those explosive flames that, like, let's make moves against people like GWJ or whoever he was, like Larry Lurr, or whoever he might have been facing and off against in those brackets. Takes you back to a certain high school gym in New Jersey, I tell you. But we are we're experiencing something special with this Palutena in holopup, who thus far has gone undefeated in top 16. Actually, scratch that, lost one game, and that happened to be to Sinji, who holopup wound up winning by a score of 2-0. The name of holopup's like list of victims thus far, pretty impressive. Already beating Pharaoh 2-0 in winners semifinals, beating WebJP in winners final 3-0, Sinji 2-1. And then even going on before that, holopup well regarded in this bracket, but beating, taking out Seabass right before top 16 by a score of 2-1. Holopup was actually forced off of the Palu in that matchup. Went with the me gunner for a while, so interesting stuff there. So in case you were complaining about seeing Palutena, it could have been me gunner. So I don't want to hear nothing from any of you in chat. Pharaoh going to try to make a comeback here in a disadvantage numerically, but that can always change. What will not is the fact that he is playing for his tournament life right now, and I would think that some adjustments have to be made in Tunis, but what can you possibly adjust to?
Man, it's such a rough go of it, man, because I gotta say, Yoshi, in this matchup, my friend, he has to play in such a specific way in order to deal with Palutena, man, because I already mentioned it before. Palutena has pretty much every tool to be able to deal with Yoshi. Keep him out with back air, up close, stuff out any of his options with that, juggle him with explosive flame and up air, keep him at bay with neutral B, whatever. Palutena has literally every tool to just wall out Yoshi effortlessly. So, what is one of the things that Yoshi can do? Besides just run up and do raw up smashes like that, one of the things I've learned from this matchup is that Yoshi, if the Palutena is a little bit greedy and not careful with her neutral layers, Yoshi, because of his dash and because of the way his up tilt shifts his hurt box, he can actually run underneath Palutena and up tilt her for it, which can start a combo, which can lead into a kill confirm actually if Palutena is at the right percentage for up tilt to up air. So that's one thing, man. Just taking advantage of bad neutral layers is one thing that Yoshi can definitely do. If not, you know, trying to keep Palutena at bay for a little bit with some eggs. But then again, she has a reflector as well, man. That's just another thing that makes this matchup such a bane for the happy little dino, man. It's just a rough go about it for Pharaoh at least. But if there's anything that comes to mind, I know that Palutena, the second she does any sort of her quote-unquote, you know, brain-dead options, as lower-level players would call them willy-nilly, Yoshi does have options to slip under those and sort of sneak in his own punish game involved in it. Other than that, man, it's really rough, man. Yoshi just kind of has to put out some options there, hope that he can get in, you know. What am I trying to say here, you know? Hope that he can break through that neutral zone, man, because sometimes it's rough, man. When Palu is away and she's far away, she can make herself that much harder to approach with that, as that explosive flame takes the stock by playing the defensive game. So, besides running under her options and dealing with those landing up tilt to up airs, all that good Yoshi bread and butter stuff, there's that as well, which does not take the stock. There's also just taking advantage of the lag of explosive flame and neutral B. You know, Yoshi has the best airspeed in the game, so if there's any character in this game who can catch Palutena for doing too many explosive flames or too many auto reticles, it's definitely Yoshi. At the very least, in the air. So, you know, it's already a rough go about it because those moves can inherently anti-air in themselves, but if Palutena uses too many explosive flames or too many auto reticles in neutral, those moves have lag, man. You can punish them if you see them coming in advance. The question is, will Pharaoh have the foresight? Yeah. That's the idea, Stu.
He's gonna have to survive at least one more stock. He needs to take this one in order to find his way into a Game 4, playing specifically to survive, maybe looking for a shield break, but holopup, no fear in his eyes whatsoever. Finding, maybe getting caught, press the button in the wake of that up smash and getting caught by the gigantic beam of light. Looking for the F smash, but shielded by holopup. Well done in the explosive flame. Again, dictating Pharaoh's movement off stage. This is how you plant the seeds of doubt, and it grows into a tree of woe for Pharaoh. Holopup winning it 3-0, and holopup wins DNA.EXE. Eren go brah. Irish eyes are smiling tonight, and holopup, the Palutena main, is certainly smiling after a victory like that. Let's go to this one more time for the replay.
My God, that interaction was absolutely nuts. There you go, explosive flame. You know, that's the thing, man. It doesn't matter if the move whiffs. It forces you to go in a place exactly where Palutena wants you to. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, man. And he knew that that DI was going to be different on that second down throw because he knew that Pharaoh was going to try and mix it up that time around. He was at the perfect percent for a down throw up air that time around. And he knew that conditioning with that explosive flame to get him to come in. That is Danu, the Irish goddess herself, in more ways than one, playing the goddess herself. Going over Ra, the Egyptian pharaoh.
Indeed.
See what I did there? It's mythology.
There you go. No, I respect it.
Oh, God, I just licked my pop filter. I didn't mean to do that. That was gross.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's, yeah, look, tune into Nintunis ASMR stream later on, but that's, regardless of that, we got, don't stop doing that. Okay, so, either way, folks.
It tastes like failure.
I wonder why, but either way, this has been DNA.EXE. We'd like to thank you all for watching. Definitely tune in next Thursday and every Thursday. It's an online bracket. It's free to enter. No region lock. We just had a man from Ireland win the whole thing, and it ran like a charm. So every single week at 7:30, it's got to be what, like 2, 3 in the morning over in Ireland, something like that right now. So actually a little past.
Oh yeah,
that,
good point. I wasn't even thinking about time differences.
Yeah, no, this dude, this man won a bracket at like 5 a.m.
What a legend.
Yeah, actual legend. So shout outs to him. And of course, we have the Melee companion stream over on SIG Melee and on Collision Series, excuse me. Got the secondary stream. We stream all sorts of matches from the bracket. They also run every single Monday. Collision stream runs. They run every single Monday over on Fusion, and that is the main stream is over at Square One UNL. Shout outs to Kelvin and all the Square One UNL staff. They got SIG Melee running the Melee bracket for that as well. But yeah, every single Monday, you're going to want to check that out. It's a free online bracket. It's like DNA, except on Monday. So check them out. Registration closes at 6:30. The bracket check-in is at 7:30. Smash.gg/fusion for all the information at that. And once again, it is a part of the Collision Series. Yo, tell them about the Glintendo circuit, my man.
The Glintendo circuit is everybody's favorite day of the week. I'm going to project that onto everybody right now. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Online Weekly. This is a show I do every single week with Chriselodian himself and with Stu, who was on the last Glintendo circuit last week, who graced us with his presence.
Maybe
with so much fun.
Back. You never know.
Maybe he'll come back one day.
Can I come back?
From the grocery store.
Wherever.
Yeah, dude, I would love to.
Come back
you're banned.
every week.
No, you're banned.
Okay.
Gone, banned. But anyway, This is a free Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Online Weekly every single Sunday. 12 races every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's the tournament code over on the right if you'd like to join, and anybody can join. Of course, no region lock whatsoever. Streamed here at Masterhand Gaming, twitch.tv/Masterhand Gaming right here as always. There are the links as well, and if that is just a little bit too slow for you, you like your challenge a little bit more realistic, I should say, 200cc. The 200cc Glintendo circuit version is every single Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. You want to know how much faster it is? It's so much damn faster that it is 16 races instead of 12, and it ends in the exact same amount of time. Put it in perspective for you. There's the tournament code for that up in the top left, and for both circuits, my friends, there is no spectator mode in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, unfortunately. So, the way that we run the streams is that we rely on people to actually stream the tournament or stream their runs themselves for them to be featured on Masterhand Gaming. So if you would like to do that, you would be doing the Glintendo circuit a great service, as well as give yourself a great opportunity to cross-promote with creators such as Masterhand Gaming, myself, Stu, all that good shebang. Give yourself that kind of exposure over on the MHG stream, and you would be doing a great service for the community as well. And UEF, certain Glintendo circuits, if you place in the top 2 of those circuits, which, trust me, it's harder than you'd think.
Oh, yeah.
You will qualify for the UEF Passport tournaments, which are sponsored right here by UEF.GG. Start your career in esports today as Chriselodian switches the slide preemptively. But here you go. This is the Mario Kart 8 tournament I was talking about.
This is the old slide. I just wanted that. This is a monthly.
Yes, this is the one that happened earlier. This is going to be a monthly. But yes, sponsored, of course, by UEF.GG, the United E-League Federation. You can register, play games, earn credits. This is your way, my friends, to start your career in esports today. There are earning opportunities available if you're a player, if you're a commentator such as myself or like Stu, or an organizer or a live producer like Chriselodian, and more. You can find out how you can get involved today and get yourself more info and payout inquiries as well at discord.link/UEF. You'll have all the information for yourself on there to find out how you can get started today. Nothing but beneficial, but for you, for them, and for the communities that they help assist and benefit. Just like this event, partnered with UEF as well. DNA is proud to be a sponsored partner of the United Esports Federation, A-League.
Yeah, so there you go. Whispering or whatever. That's certainly one way of doing it, and I'm pretty sure that Nintunist is starting to fall apart here. So we're just gonna wrap it up. You got our socials down at the bottom. You got the tournament right up above me. This has been DNA on Masterhand Gaming. This is okay. We're just gonna That's gonna do it. Yeah. So thanks for tuning in. Rage on. Happy gaming.
Yoshi.